There's a moment many wealthy people quietly discover. Money can buy comfort, it can buy privacy, it can buy taste. But there's one thing it cannot guarantee: institutional proximity. The feeling that you are close, truly close, to the levers that decide what becomes possible. This isn't a political story. We're not talking about parties, policies, or positions. We're talking about why Capitol Hill functions, psychologically, like a luxury market. Not because it sells products, but because it sells scarcity. And scarcity is what the affluent are trained to recognize as real value. In most cities, status is seen. In Washington, status is granted. The most expensive thing here isn't a building or a table. It's a moment behind a door, a meeting that doesn't show up on social media, an introduction that changes the room you'll be welcomed into for the next decade. And the Hill runs on a class of people the public rarely notices: the schedulers, the chiefs of staff, counsel, policy directors, hosts. In luxury, a concierge unlocks experiences. In Washington, gatekeepers unlock legitimacy. They don't just manage calendars, they manage who is allowed to feel consequential. This is where the psychology turns interesting, because for high net worth individuals, the real craving isn't more wealth, it's the upgrade from successful to serious. Capitol Hill is one of the few places where seriousness is still conferred. You don't just have money, you have proximity to the machinery that defines reality. And notice the aesthetic of power here. It's not loud, it's not flamboyant, it's coded. The signal isn't display, it's restraint. Quiet dinners, limited photography, invitations that are never posted. Because the highest form of status is not being seen, it's being recognized by the people who decide who matters. There's also a deeper driver that rarely gets said out loud. Money does not eliminate uncertainty, regulatory shifts, reputation risk, market volatility. For some, proximity to institutions feels like a psychological hedge, not a guarantee of outcomes, but a reduction of unknowns, a calmer nervous system, a sense of, if something changes, I won't be the last to know. So Washington becomes an invitation economy, a place where access compounds. One introduction leads to one room leads to another, and eventually, affluence starts behaving like it always does. It stops chasing luxury as objects and starts chasing luxury as position. This is the allure of Capitol Hill for the affluent, without politics, not ideology, not spectacle, but proximity, legitimacy, gate-kept rooms, and the quiet, addictive feeling of being closer to the lever than the crowd. At the Affluence Index, we don't study power as drama, we study it as infrastructure. Because in the modern economy, the rarest asset isn't money, it's permission. This is the Affluence Index, where the psychology of prosperity is decoded for intentional living.